You are listening to the Fresh 24 podcast with your host, Clinta Walker.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Fresh 24 podcast. I'm excited about this motivational and inspirational segment that is designed to add value to your life. Welcome to Fresh 24, where we all start with a Fresh 24. We all can approach each day with a new and profound perspective. Everything begins and ends with God. It is of the Lord's mercy that we're not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The topic today is the waiting period. Have you ever had to wait? Who likes to wait? Waiting sometimes feels like punishment. Have you ever said, only if I had waited and been patient? Especially when you waited and you are disappointed afterwards. That puts pressure on the next waiting opportunity. What if it's like last time? Waiting can be difficult if you are impatient. Waiting is defined as to stay in a place until an expected event happens, until someone arrives, until it's your turn to do something. Wait is mentioned 106 times in the Bible. If you and I are going to be effective, we are going to have to learn how to wait. Not just waiting, but being patient while we do it. Honestly, I'll be further down the road if only I would have waited. I could have avoided a lot of heartaches and pain if only I would have been patient. You cannot expect to endure the waiting period without patience, because it's tied to self-control. Impatience will tell you it's not worth the wait. Impatience will tell you you better go ahead. There won't be anything left. Now you are impulsive, trigger happy, and always jumping the gun. One of my favorite texts is in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. It reads, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path." When you and I fail to follow this recipe, we set ourselves up for failure. God said, wait. We say, how long? Then there's silence. We take silence as if God did not mean what he said. So what we do, we go ahead. And God said, didn't I tell you to wait? And we say, I know, but you didn't say anything else. So he came back and we were gone, because we assumed because he did not specify how long to wait. So we just figured that we did not have to wait anymore. We often say that God is never late and he's always on time. He might not come when we want him to, but he's always on time. Remember, just because you can does not mean you should. The reason most of us cannot wait is because we have not developed the skill of patience. We need to be like David in Psalms 40. I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and he turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and the mire. He set my feet on solid ground and steadied me as I walked along. There will be periods in life that you will have to wait, but not knowing why you wait is not half as important than knowing who you're waiting for. And when you embrace a fresh 24, you realize that yesterday is gone. Today was not promised, so let's take full advantage of this gift. We all make mistakes, but tell yourself there are only lessons, not failures. You are here today on purpose and not by chance. Make it a great one, and I'll see you next time on Fresh 24.
Thank you for tuning in to the Fresh 24 podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast.